All right, we are live. Hello, everybody in internet land. We're just going to do like this really silly thing, and we're going to look at our phones for a second so that we can share this with more people. And I'm going to go to the Real Marya Lawrence Facebook page. Uh oh. I'm going to turn that volume down because that's really annoying. And I'm going to share this. I hope that that's right. Okay, let me share this. Um, all right.
Okay, I did that.
I think I shared it.
And now I'm going to be on Facebooky. Did you share it with me?
I shared it with on my page.
Okay.
But hello, everybody. This is really silly and kind of,
That's okay. We got it. I'm going to find your page and I'm going to copy that and I'm going to share it on my page so my fans can do
right?
it.
Are we everywhere?
Is this it?
Oh, we are not there. That's not it. That is my, okay.
That's your personal page.
That's my personal page.
I need to find the other page.
Yeah, here's what I need to do. I know. There should be a way to be able to do this without all of this.
Oh, the Real Marya Lawrence. There it is. I got the Marya Lawrence. Cool.
Yeah, the Real Marya Lawrence. And if you're here with us now, then okay, I'm going to put this in my regular news feed. And okay, we're finally there. That took only 3 minutes of us spazzing out. That's us.
Is this the?
That's the live stream.
That's the live stream. Okay.
Now I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode, and hopefully that is it. So hello, everybody, once again. Thank you for tuning in. I see we have 3 people watching right now, and it could just be us and one other person. So here we are. I'm Marya Lawrence. This is Freddie Bryant.
Hello.
And I haven't seen you in like 2 years or a year and a half.
Could it be?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think so.
But, it's also one of those things where we feel like we are connected because of this crazy thing.
Yeah.
And also because we are connected in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not, don't see you, don't feel connected. You know what I mean? It's like, there's something there that with friends and musicians that we've like shared these 2 years, even though we haven't been together, so.
Totally. And I feel like we're like extended family.
Yeah.
And we have some people. Hey, Shar and Roberta, and that's cousin Berta. And hey, Maureen, how you doing? I saw you but didn't see you at Pittsburgh at Konalma last week, right? You were there, and I wished I had gotten to say hi to you. Thank you so much for coming to that. Have you been there to Konalma in Pittsburgh?
I have not.
It was awesome.
And I really need to, because some of my family lives there. Actually, I tagged a lot of people from my family that some are in Harrisburg and some are in Pittsburgh. So hopefully, we'll get there.
Maureen says it was a great show. Thank you so much. Yay. Can you guys hear us both okay when we're speaking? Can you hear
Testing 1,
Freddie?
2, 3.
Well,
this is our sound check.
Yeah, this is our sound check. Are they musicians? Oh, the family? Maureen wants to know if your family who are in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh area.
No, not professional musicians. Everybody's got music in them.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for them, though. Yeah.
All right.
Although I will say that my grandmother, who died in 2014 at 102,
oh my gosh.
Grew up in Pittsburgh and Harrisburg and got to go to, Errol Garner played, street parties.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Errol Garner, like when he was a kid.
In Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Freddie is, I know, right? Marie's like, nice, seriously. See, I love this. You guys feel free to everybody who's watching, feel free to to say things in the chat. And we're getting chat here from both YouTube and from Facebook. So yeah, ask us questions. You could make a request, but we're going to do some tunes from the album. This album that came out during the lockdown. We recorded it 2 weeks before the lockdown, and you can buy it. Actually, tomorrow is Bandcamp Day, and so any musicians who have music on Bandcamp, do you have anything on Bandcamp?
Nope.
Well, so many musicians have music on Bandcamp, as well as me and us. And you could go to Bandcamp tomorrow, Friday, the first Friday of every month, and Bandcamp gives all of the artists 100% of their commissions. So it's great. If you don't have this album, you can buy it tomorrow on Bandcamp. And also, this is a tip-based performance, a suggested donation of $10 if you can. I've put a link. Hopefully it's somewhere visible for you right now, connected to this video, and there's a link to my tip jar on my website at maryalawrence.net. And if you can give $10, if you can give more than $10, oh, it would be so greatly appreciated. If you can't give $10 and you still want to show your love to us, and you just want to give us a couple bucks or whatever you can, I am also very, very grateful for that. Whatever you can is wonderful. Just send me love. Send us love. I love love. Well, let's start with a tune.
Okay.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. He's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away. I wonder this time where he's gone. I wonder if he's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. He's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away. I know. Better leave that poor thing alone. But there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. So blah to play to do say did ya do the dip say day breeze up to the over sway did it do the way so please put yourself ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Only darkness every day. Well, there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. He's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. Anytime and every time. Anytime he goes away.
Yeah, Marya.
Thank you. Yeah, Freddie. All right. Oh man. So, hello everybody. For those of you who are just tuning in, that was a Bill Withers tune that is on my album "Paying the Bills," and which is a tribute to Bill Withers and Billie Holiday and Billy Strayhorn, Billy X. Oh wait, is Billy Strayhorn on this one? No, he's going to be on the sequel. Billy Eckstein.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's so many Bills to pay tribute to that did not get on this album. So the next album will be more bills to pay, but this one is paying the bills. And this is Freddie Bryant, and I'm Marya Lawrence. Thank you for tuning in. So this is the point where I want to ask you, tell me, how did you get your start in music and in jazz specifically also, or both?
Well, I came from a musical family like you did.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Basically, that's the short story. No, okay. I will go a little bit longer. I basically said to my mother, I want to be a musician in high school, like around that time. And she said, "What? Have you not learned anything? Did you not grow up in this family?" And I said, "Well, I'd either like to be a musician or an actor." "Okay, you can be a musician." Anyway, no, but that's a true story. And she just said, "Well, you have to go to school and get a 4-year degree." And I went and got a 4-year degree with a music major.
Mm-hmm.
No, she said, no conservatory. And I said, okay. Anyway, you know, I was sneaking by.
Yeah.
She let me sneak by. My father too. Um, but in terms of actually getting work, I just started playing. I guess what happened was my great and wonderful high school jazz teacher named Ed Byrne, trombonist, who played in all the big bands and Latin bands, and also in the Joe Henderson Sextet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the '70s, and so he was teaching me towards the end of the '70s and into the '80s, early '80s, and he hired some ringers.
Oh.
You know, like
Oh.
here we are in the high school band, and Ron McClure's playing bass, and
Okay,
you know,
okay.
a drummer named J.R. Mitchell, you know, was playing drums, and so
Ron McClure was on a couple of my dad's albums.
oh yeah,
At least one, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
So, and he was also coincidentally lived a block away from me on 87th Street.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that those ringers there, I met them, and right after high school, right then I guess one of them called me for a gig. It was J.R. Mitchell. Either that, or he introduced me to Carter Jefferson, who was a great saxophone player, played with Woody Shaw, and Dennis Irwin, who played with Art Blakey and so many other people. And through Carter Jefferson and J.R. Mitchell, and you know, I got one of these trust fund gigs for lunchtime. It wasn't my gig. I was just coming and playing with them. I don't know how they put up with me, but yeah, I did that, and then I just kept those connections when I was going to school and coming back to New York and back and forth trying to be a musician, and keeping those connections of the mentors, the older generation.
Yeah.
You know, Dennis was probably about 14 years younger than I am now, and I thought he was, you know, I was like, why is this really old guy playing with me? Yeah. He's so nice to like do a duo gig with me at Burgundy Cafe. It was actually a gallery and run by Marvin Hughes.
Where was that?
83rd Street and Amsterdam.
Okay.
And yeah, eventually I think they had a keyboard there at once, but you know, it was really guitar, a room for a while, and singers, and so I would play their duo with Dennis and some other gigs around town. Carter Jefferson introduced me to Victor Lewis and Mulgrew Miller, and man, you know, so
and wait,
that's really.
Now, you said that your parents were both musicians?
Yeah, they were both musicians, but they were classical musicians. My father was a classical pianist and accompanist, and my mother was a singer. Soprano, but she was also they sang and they performed lots of different kinds of music. So when you say classical music, then you kind of some people can just, you know, brush that off as just you know, some kind of misunderstood generalization of what kind of repertoire they did. They sang in 7 languages.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, all the German lieder, the Italian arias, the French chanson, Spanish Civil War songs, like, you know, anti-fascist songs, and all and Russian songs and lullabies. Also sang a little bit in Hebrew, but mostly in Yiddish.
Really?
Yeah, like Paul Robeson, because she and Paul Robeson were and you know, in the same circles and doing concerts together and rallies and so it was my father played for Paul Robeson. Wow. So therefore comes in the African American influence of spirituals.
Yes.
And the spirituals and the blues just come in so handy together. Handy, just in terms of just fitting so perfectly. And also my mother was, in my personal subjective opinion, the best Serena that ever sang in Porgy and Bess. And she sang with the original cast and lots of different Sportin' Lives, the character in the opera Sportin' Life. And one of them, the one that I really remember, besides Bubbles, I mean, his original cast member was Cab Calloway. And so Cab Calloway's big, jazz singer, the zoot suit and the Heidi
Oh man, I love
so
him.
I was really, I started to listen to all of those kinds of things and blues and they were very supportive,
Yeah.
So yeah, because they had such a huge repertoire of influences.
Nice. I can really relate to that. Being of a musical family myself. Oh, hey, we've got someone else there. Katie. Hi, Katie. McKinney Gavazi, watching from Hershey.
Cousin! Yeah, hey.
If anybody has any questions for us, please feel free to put it in the chat wherever you're watching. Although, not sure if they put it in the chat on your Facebook page, if it'll come up. It should come up on if you're watching on the Real Marya Lawrence Facebook page or on YouTube. I'm not.
Well, I didn't post. I just posted yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
you can go ahead and chat. Would you want to do another little tune here?
Okay.
Let's see. You want to do one of my originals? So the other aspect of paying the bills, the whole concept of the album was put a couple of tunes that I've written on there, and hopefully I will pay some bills through some originals. Do you want to do that one or instead of blue?
Oh, is that in here? That's not in here.
Oh, is that not in there?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was in there. I have it too.
Go get it.
Should I get it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on. You're on. It's all you.
What key is it in? So,
I want to just remind people that we are hoping to get everyone, we're asking for a suggested donation of $10 in the virtual tip jar, which is somewhere, there's a link somewhere connected to this video, hopefully. And also go to Bandcamp tomorrow and buy CDs from us or anyone else you like. This tune, Inside of Blue, it's also on the album, and I wrote it when, oh man, I was so blue. I had actually just recently, I had dyed my blue streaks in my hair when I wrote this song, and everything in my life felt blue. So
I gotta remember this one.
It's kind of reggae-ish, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what key we're in.
Yeah.
Get my hair is blue, my clothes are too, even my bath water this tune. I really just don't know what to do. I wanna see the inside of you. All I see is the inside blue. Get into I see the inside of blue. My crayon is blue. You broke it into one for me and one half for you. My dreams are blue, thinking of you. It's amazing what some loving can do. I wanna see the inside of blue. All I see is the inside blue. Get it. I see the inside of blue. Get it, do it, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Get it, do it, baby. My hair is blue. My clothes are too. Even my bath water is blue when I'm blue. My tears are blue, thinking of you. It's amazing what some loving can do. Well, I wanna see the inside of you. All I see is the inside of blue. Get it, I see the inside of blue. I see the inside of blue, 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 I see the inside of blue. Get into I see the inside of blue. I see the inside of blue. Get into right.
Yes.
Thank you. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat. And so I have a question for you. Tell me a little bit about Tai Chi or guitar Tai Chi. What is it that you call it?
Well, I mean, I did do one video on YouTube that.
Was it only one? I felt like there was more than one.
Well, it's a long one. It's like 20 minutes long or something. I just did a little improvisation with my guitar in a beautiful field in Vermont with Tai Chi as a kind of a unifying theme of that body improvisation. You know, I mean, when we do Tai Chi. It's particular moves that happen pretty much always at the same order and sequence, and but it's just like music in the fact that once you understand how the body can move and what are some underlying principles, you can improvise with it and you can go with it. But it's similar to how people think of classical music, and that there isn't improvisation there, you know, and how Bach and Mozart and all these, of course, they were superior intellects and musicians. They could really improvise with the foundations of music as they knew it and studied and wrote. So we don't know them as improvisers because we have written music from them, but there are stories that they did improvise. And so the same thing with Tai Chi. We're stuck with, and happily stuck with, this sequence of movements. And there's a reason why we have those sequences of movements, and it does very positive things. But at this time, I was just sort of spontaneously doing Tai Chi at a jazz workshop at the Vermont. Actually, it was at the Putney School, but it was run by the Vermont Jazz Center.
Is that where you met my brother Eric? At the Putney School? I know he taught there too.
No, I met him a long time ago. You have to ask him. I can't remember where I met him. I mean, I've known him forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it might have been through Eric Mingus.
Oh.
You know, maybe. Back in the day. Just might have been through anybody, through hanging out at Augie's. I don't know. I can't remember. But you know, so I was there, and Eugene Human runs that workshop, and it's just a beautiful, idyllic setting in the grass with the hills and the mountains in the background. And I decided to use my guitar
as part of the Tai Chi,
because there's a sword form in Tai Chi where you're actually using the sword, and this is backwards. Oh man,
I know, right? It's backwards. Very disconcerting. The camera's backwards.
Anyway. So you're using the sword and you as an extension of your body. So I was using the guitar as an extension of my body. Yes. Also using it as a weight to let it pull my body down and stretch. You know, so you know it weighs something, and so you, when you're leaning forward, you can feel that it's pulling, and but you try to do it in a positive way. And then also, there are moves where you're like, you know, bending forward and doing So it was. I had never done it, and I don't practice that way.
I was going to ask you if it's something that you do normally.
It's not what I do as a practice with Tai Chi, but it is. But in front of concerts, in intermissions in concerts, I will do exercises, just basic exercises with the guitar in my hand.
Backstage or in the green room, or do you do
backstage in the green room? No, it's as a classical guitarist. I also play classical guitar. I see the nails. Anyway, I like my nails. Anyway, you know, you get nerves. You have to figure out how to. I'm going to go play Bach for those 200 people.
Yeah.
And how many of them know every single note that I'm playing?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not allowed to improvise.
I can't even imagine. Like,
and,
I cannot imagine that.
So your hands get cold, and and you have to remember to breathe and relax and meditate. And so what happens is a lot of times I felt a disconnection to my instrument when I was doing all these great, wonderful things like meditating and breathing and stretching. And then I pick up the guitar and it's like, what's this thing in my hand? Or hands. And so I figured, no, let me do all that stuff with the guitar in my hand.
Yeah.
So I could,
as an extension of you and as a weight.
So I don't just pick it up. After I do that, I pick it up and then I go. I just do that all with the guitar, and I'm like, oh, with this guitar, like thank you so much, guitar. Thank you for helping me. Okay, now I'm ready to go. You're one.
That is beautiful. I love that.
That was what was going on in my head.
I love that so much.
And I think anybody who has an instrument can really incorporate that, especially about to go on the stage. You stretch. Your instrument's in your hand.
Yeah.
And yours is luckily in your body pretty
me.
well.
Yeah. I bring it with me everywhere. But I guess the vocal cords, I'd have to do some neck tai chi.
Yeah. And breathing, we always talk about the singers and the horn players that are connected to the breath in a way that guitarists and pianists are not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I studied martial arts for many years, and I'm wondering because Tai Chi is almost like a slow martial art, but it's so much more than that. It's also like a meditation.
Well, my teacher from Shanghai, he lived almost to 100, in the high 90s.
Wow. And,
he had a Hum King Gu, Master Gu, Sifu. He had, a lot of stories which I can't even imagine, growing up before the communist regime, before the Second World War, and not hiking, but being in the resistance and the fights and this and that. I mean, I'm not saying he was a soldier, but he was actually an educated, basically a school head of school, principal, headmaster kind of thing, and but all the history he saw, that's my father saw this similar kinds of history, but from the United States. My father was an older gentleman born in 1901, so he was even older than my teacher.
Wow, he must have been pretty old when he had you.
63. 66 when my sister was born.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Just there was not many people who could hang. It's just him and Charlie Chaplin and Pablo Picasso and some of those guys. Anyway,
wow.
It was a little bit fun for me as a child. We would walk down the street. First of all, back then I didn't have this dyed blonde hair, and I had a big afro, and I was darker. I've been losing pigment in days, and my mother's African American. So, and he was in his 60s, and I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. People were like, "Look, who's that guy with that kid?
Yeah,
is he? I guess he could be the grandfather." Basically,
yeah.
So yeah, it was really funny. But back to Master Gu and his teaching of Tai Chi was mostly directed towards health, mm-hmm. and breathing and blood flow and chi flow, and so that was the main thing. But it is a martial art, and one of the main things about being healthy is not getting beat up.
Well, you see, now that's what I always thought about Tai Chi is like, if you stand there for 10 minutes, I'm going to kick your butt. just stand still and I'm going to get you.
No, no, no. It's more like this. It's more like this. How can you avoid getting beat up? By retreating very well.
Yeah.
So it's, yes, and you can use the energy against the person and push them over, and when you move from your center and you have looseness, and you can develop lots of force behind what you do, um, whether it's a kick or a punch or something like that. But he was like, you know how to get away while facing your opponent really fast.
So, in the spirit of Tai Chi guitar, can you play us something like a few minutes long in like a Tai Chi meditation?
Well, how to put me on the spot?
Yeah.
No, let's see. I guess I'll just play one long chorus of this song that I wrote for Serena, my younger daughter, before she was born. Aww. Yeah, or just as she was born. And yeah, she's not very serene, but the song itself is really, it's hard to play solo. It's been recorded a few times. Let's see, Serena is on Bugalú Brasileiro. It's a CD called Bugalú Brasileiro. Oh no, Serena is not on that one. Serena is on Live at Smoke. Live at Smoke, Kaleidoscope. And it's the beginning of my Kaleidoscope group with the wonderful Diego Urcola playing the melody. And the thing about the trumpet is that you can hold those notes. And yes. Whereas with the guitar, you can hold it, but it dies out. So that's kind of a little bit of about the meditation. I'm going to play here so that we don't hear the hiss of the New York radiator.
That was so beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a long song, and then that whole first part is an introduction, you know what I mean? And then Diego comes la di da, you know, la da da.
Yes.
So, but that was one of the songs that got partially written on a plane.
Okay.
Just feeling that groove in 7 with the bossa nova feel, but in 7 and the chords, the beginnings of the chords, and then it sort of developed from there. Written on on a boarding pass. Actually, it was I still have it as one of those little square napkins, that they bring out with the water.
I actually met you in an airport. That's where we met.
Oh wow! I remember that.
Yeah.
That was more recent than with your brother.
Yeah, well, I was with my brother, I think, when we met.
Yeah.
It was my cousin's wedding. We were going to Chicago for a wedding. And there you were. I want to do another Bill Withers tune.
Okay.
Because it's just so much fun to sing. And once again, I don't know if anybody new has come on, but this is the album, and now it's starting to feel old, even though it's still pretty new, because 2020's just sort of sucked up most of a year. So that time doesn't exist in some ways. So yeah, and so it's so much fun to make music. I'm actually going to be I got a gig at Mesro on Tuesday.
That's cool.
I got a gig at Mesro on Tuesday. I hope you will come down, and you can also probably catch it live streaming.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because I'll be in Boston.
Yeah. Well, you travel a lot. You travel a lot. Yeah. And I was sick for a while. I was sick for a month. I had COVID, and I've been healthy now. Well, I've been testing negative for about 5 weeks.
Wow, amazing.
So
just so glad you came through it, and I know it's still a rough thing for some people, but
yeah,
you have always so much energy. So I want to be as healthy. I want to have as much energy as you after COVID.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. I'm actually really tired most of the time, and but music, it feeds my soul, and it just makes me. I want to be happy and do this, and music makes me happy. It's one of the things in life that just makes me so happy. So. And this song is incredibly fun to sing, and that's why I'm going to do it for you now. And just disclaimer, this Bill Withers tune, I do not condone this behavior. This is just a fun song to sing. But I've tried this in real life, and it doesn't end well.
I remember we had such a great arrangement on it. There happens to be a band.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's got the hits, and you can play. Can you play guitar percussion during the hits or something?
Okay.
What's my is that it? Okay. Dig a ding ding. Ding ding a dig a doo doo dig a ding 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 a dig a doo doo dig a ding down there dig a doo dig a ding 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 a dig a doo doo dig a ding so down so bang ding 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 a dig a doo doo dig a ding. Well, my friends ding 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 a dig a doo doo dig a ding feel it's their appointed duty. Ding ding a dig dig-a-ding. They keep trying to tell me, dig-a-ding. All you want to do is use me. Dig-a-ding. Well, my answer, dig-a-ding to all that usual stuff. Dig-a-ding. Is that I wanna spread the news that it feels this good getting used. Just keep on using me, yeah, till you use me, until you use me, well, my big brother, he sit me right down and he talk to me, you know he told me, that I ought not to let you just walk on me. Well, I know he meant well, yes. But when our talk was through, I said, brother, if you only knew, you'd wish that you were in my shoes. Just keep on using me, dig until you use me, until you use me, You know sometimes, it's true you really do abuse me, you get me in a room with your fancy friends, and then you act real rude to me, but oh baby, when you love me I can't get enough. Oh, but I wanna spread the news that it feels this good getting used. Just keep on using me, dig until you use me, until you use me, yeah. Ding.
Nice.
It's a good abbreviated version of the tune.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we are wrapping up. That's a good place to stop. I normally end this show with Ask Me Now, which we could do a short version of it.
That's because it's called Ask Me Now,
because this show is called Ask Me Now. Did anybody have any more questions? Now's your chance. All right. And I also want to just say that Freddie and his beautiful, beautiful wife, who's in the other room, Heather, they got to be in the most beautiful locale for the majority of this lockdown, and I'm so jealous. Where were you? Turks and Caicos? No.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Providenciales.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to just, we'll just do a quick Ask Me Now. And thank you so much. Once again, if you could please throw a little something in the tip jar and check out Mesro on Tuesday. I'm also going to be on the 29th of November. I'm going to be playing at a really awesome new jazz club in Bushwick called Ornithology Jazz Club, and it's run by Mitch Borden and his wife Rie.
Really?
Yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, and I'm going to be playing with Sasha Perry. And at Mesro, I'm going to be playing with Cameron Brown on bass and Willem Delasport on piano.
Nice.
And he was, I think, my last guest on this show, Ask Me Now. And so thank you, everyone, for watching. And I think I said everything. I think I said everything I had to say. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you. Thank you.
Once you said you loved me, placed no one above me, prayed for me to take that vow. What dumb thing did I say? So busy being blasé. How I wish you'd ask me now. I was vain and blind then, prone to be unkind then. Wish they'd turn back time somehow. Then I was audacious. I ignored what was precious. How I wish you'd ask me now. Then I thought I'd always be footloose and fancy free. How could I have been so blind? What I once made light of turned out to be true love. Once my ego ruled me, well, it flattered me and fooled me more times than the laws of life. You asked me, do I care? My attention was elsewhere. Oh, how I wish. Please ask me now. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time. If you're not on the mailing list, go to my website, get on my mailing list, and I'll let you know when this is happening again.